Running a business can take a lot of time and effort, which is why I love learning about new tools that can help me save time and money. And today we're going to be talking about Tailwind. It's an incredible resource that can help you create social media content instantly. Tailwind creates social media graphics based on your brand aesthetics, and they also make it easy for you to publish your content directly from Tailwind to your social media platforms. So in today's video, we're going to cover some of the basic advantages as well as some of the drawbacks of using Tailwind. Tailwind is a tool that can help you to create beautiful and professional graphics instantly, so that you don't have to hire a graphic designer or spend hours creating content for social media. And this is the web address right up here. It's tailwindapp.com. And we're going to start off by clicking on Dashboard. So you can see that it opens up onto the home screen of the dashboard, and then right away the schedule of content is displayed right towards the bottom. We're going to head over to create. Our website address is what we'll put in here, and it's going to pull up graphics and some of the imagery, colors, designs, and text from the website. And it's just generating graphics, as you can see here, that you can select from. You can save them by clicking on a heart here that's up in the upper left-hand corner. And that allows you to scroll freely through the list and then be able to access all of the designs that you favorited pretty easily. We can also upload a photo that we want images created for. And as you can see, it loads images just like it pulled from the website. Now it's created images that are based on the product that you uploaded. And just taking a quick look at this, you can see that some of the images could be usable and some of them just can't be, like this one, for example. Some editing would need to take place before you could publish this image to a social media platform. And I'm just going to scroll through and take a look at some of these images just so you can get an idea of the variety of images that are generated automatically. So I'm going to go ahead and select one. The one that I'm going to select that I think I can make some minimal edits to and work with pretty easily is this one. So one of the edits I want to make is I'm going to remove this. This isn't the verbiage that I would want on the post. So I just select it and then delete it. So that's pretty easy. I also don't want my brand name down at the bottom. I'm going to do further editing with this one. So I'm going to delete that as well. And then here is the image, and you can manipulate that by making it larger, centering it. And you can also send it backward so that that design shows up again towards the front. And you can just continue to manipulate this until it looks the way you'd like it to. So you can move different parts of the design around. You can add text and shapes. So if I wanted to add text, I could. And my brand colors are already loaded. So into the, I've already set it up here on my dashboard. So they populate here and it's easy for me to select them and incorporate it into the design. So it makes it easy. So this is, I mean, as you guessed it, I'm just completely playing around here. This isn't something I would publish at all, but just for the purposes of showing you how it generates images and then how easily you can edit that image and keep playing with it until it looks the way you would like it to. It's pretty easy to do. So we're just going to say this is good to go, even though, of course, there'd be more to do. I'm going to hit save and go back. And then I'm going to select review designs down here. It's going to show me all the designs that I created for the day. I've just got one right here for just for us to be able to walk through it. And then we've got a couple of options here. We can either download the image or we can schedule it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit schedule. And I want to publish it to my Pinterest account. So I'm going to hit confirm. And this is where you can enter in all of the details that will be published along with your image to your Pinterest account, if that's the social media account you choose to publish to. So in this case, I would end up editing the pin title. I would add a description, and I keep copies, general copies of pin descriptions, titles, things like that in OneNote. I use OneNote to organize all of my information. You'll enter the URL that you want to direct people to. You'll choose your pin board. For me, that would be sticker collection. And then you're going to pick the day and time that you want your post to be scheduled for. And then you schedule your post, or you can save it for later. In this case, I'm going to say save for later. So as you can see, we're in the draft section of Tailwind, and draft pins are located here. They're stored here. So when we're ready to publish them, we can just click on it, confirm the details, and publish it. You'll notice there's other sections here that we haven't yet explored in Tailwind. One is a section called Insights, and that's where you'll see your analytics for how your posts are performing on the different social media platforms that you're connected to through Tailwind. And then there's another section here called Communities. This is a feature that Tailwind provides where you can connect with other people who use Tailwind. And we'll give you a little sneak peek of what that looks like. Community pages look like this, where you can see posts that other people have made. You can interact with the posts, and you can post your own content and images, links to your website, blogs, or information that you're promoting. If you want to find a community that is specific to topic of interest, you can select find a community here and search for communities that are of interest to you. So you can either search for communities by keyword or category up here, or you can just select one of the suggested categories that are listed. I'm going to go ahead and select marketing. And then you can niche down further, and I'm going to go ahead and select Pinterest marketing. And then you can see some of the groups here that are available. Some of them are private and you have to request to join, and some of them are public and you can join right away. And again, you can see it's the same format, same layout. This is potentially a way to network with other people, to share your content information with others, and to maybe learn from others. Another interesting feature is that you can connect these posts here directly to your Pinterest account. My Tailwind account is connected to Pinterest, my social media, so it's synced. So when I type in here, type your board name for your Pinterest account, all of my boards populate. And so I could select one and post this to my social media account. And then what it does is it drives, so then it posts your Pinterest page, and then it would drive traffic to this person's information. So their blog that's available on their website is where it would be driving traffic to. So this is potentially a good way of finding content that fits your social media channel and that might be helpful for your audience. It looks like, as you can see up here, this number, it's a fairly popular post, and you can see the metrics for how often it's been shared to Pinterest and Facebook, for example. And if you wanted to see what it looked like, where it led to, we can just click on that here. And this is the information that it would be driving traffic to somebody's blog on their website. So I'm sure there's multiple ways that this could be looked at in terms of opportunity, but on a face value, it does seem to be mainly a place to go to promote information, to find information, to connect with others, and potentially find social media content that can help you meet the needs of people who are following you without having to create some of this content from scratch. And here's the pricing page. If you're wondering what the pricing for Tailwind is, there's a free version of Tailwind that you can use to get started, just to see if you like it, if the designs that it generates are going to match what you're looking for and what you need. And then there's some pro versions here that come with additional benefits. Like, for example, you can see here that you're only allowed 20 posts, only 20 posts per month they'll generate for you for free. And then just going up to $9.99 a month, it jumps to 200 posts. So that's an example of one difference between free and then upgrading just one more tier to the pro version. So Tailwind has an app that allows you to make some edits on the go. So there's a homepage where you can see the pins that are scheduled to be published to social media. And then you can click on publisher and you'll see your drafted designs that are ready to be scheduled to go out. So you could select a design and then edit it from here and schedule it. So those are the two basic functions of the app. You can't create designs with the app. You can't access the community or your analytics. It's just your schedule and your drafts that you can edit to move into the schedule. Now we're in Canva, and I'm going to show you what I do with the graphics that I create initially in Tailwind. I move them over to Canva, and I'm going to show you some examples of that. So here's an example of a Pinterest pin that I created in Canva. So this part here, you can see it's highlighted. This is an image. This is the image that I created in Tailwind and then uploaded it to Canva. And then was able to reshape it just a bit and then add a button down at the bottom to give the impression that people could click on it to kind of create an impulse for people to click. So those were just some additional steps that I wanted to add to this, and I was able to do that. That's the same thing here. This image here was created completely in Tailwind. And then I brought it over to Canva to do some additional minor editing. And then this one, there's more editing than the others. This center part is the image created in Tailwind, and then this lower half and these circles, these design elements, those were all added in Canva, including this header. Same thing here. This center image was created in Tailwind, and then the outer portions were edited in Canva. And as you can see, these are templates. So I created these templates myself. And then every time I create an image in Canva, or excuse me, in Tailwind, and you can see them all over here off to the side. These are Tailwind images and they've been uploaded. And then I can just drag them over into this template that I have already got going in Canva. So there might be some initial, when you're getting things started and you're creating some templates, there's some initial investment of your time. But then once you have that set, then it can get really easy to create your images. So hopefully this gives you an idea of the quality that you can create in Tailwind. You can have a graphic that looks like this. It's just for myself. I like to take things just a step further, just so it's really polished. And then I can also do some resizing in here. So I can resize this template for an Instagram post, or for a Facebook post, or for a video, a TikTok video, or a Pinterest post. I can resize it and then export it just by downloading it here. You can export it as an image, a PDF, even as a video, if you wanted to do that. And you can make some additional edits to this to make it ready to be used as a video, to add some music and some audio and some clips to it. So there's a lot that you can do here in Canva. And part of the advantage of bringing the images over from Tailwind to Canva is that now I have them over here and I can use them for additional purposes. Like, for example, on my website, I have product pages, and this is an example of one. And so I'm able to take some of the images from other places and then insert them here in Canva. It just keeps everything all in one place. And this is the pricing page for Canva. You can see there's a free version where you have access to over 250,000 templates, hundreds of design types, stock photos. And then there's a $12.99, which is the professional version. And that just gives you access to larger amounts of templates and images, and it provides you with some additional tools in storage. And then, of course, there's an enterprise version, which is probably way out of the ballpark for most people. A couple of final things to note. Before I was using Tailwind, I could run into creator's block, where I'm trying to come up with ideas for social media pins and just kind of running into roadblocks. It felt really draining. It felt exhausting to just spend the time to generate images that I could possibly use, that I could put out there that would be high quality, that would represent my brand well, that would help me showcase and feature some of the products. And as you can see, this is another example of images that are automatically generated by adding just one of the stickers. This is a sticker that I uploaded here. And these are the images that Tailwind is putting forth for consideration. And it just provides so many ideas. And so even if there's Some of these I wouldn't use. It gets me thinking. It gets that creativity going. And then there's a lot that could absolutely be used with just some minor adjustments. So I just wanted to point that out, that if half the battle for you is just coming up with designs, this can really solve that problem for you. And if that's where a lot of your time and your energy goes, or if that's why you would be hiring a graphic designer, is to come up with designs that could be utilized, then this can spare you from having to do that. A couple drawbacks to note is that you can see this is moving along pretty quickly here. I have a real strong internet connection and I don't have too many tabs opened. But when you are working with this design feature, it can be slow to load if your internet connection is not particularly strong or stable, or if you have multiple tabs going, multiple things running on your computer. That can slow this down quite a bit, but you're seeing it operate pretty smoothly here. So it's not always an issue, but it's something to be aware of. And then as you can see, if you're posting these graphics to different social media accounts, you can, if you go with the free version, you could hit that limit of 20 posts a month incredibly easily. Especially if you're posting multiple times a day, to even one platform, you could hit that mark in a week. So just something to think about as you're looking through these designs and seeing the feasibility and whether it would work for you. You might consider going straight for that first entry level plan. If you think this is right for you, if you play around with it and you like it, you can upgrade from the free to the professional plan pretty easily, and go from there. Feel free to share in the comments if you use Tailwind and what you like most about it. And if you prefer an alternative publishing platform that also generates social media content like Tailwind, drop that in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you around.